Time to quit while we're ahead. Don't think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe, don't you be like that. I will love you forever. If you don't believe in me, yeah.
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around for
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around for you. You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me.
You could be around for
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. Said, don't you think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you only believe me, don't you think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you only believe in me,
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me. You could be around for
You could be with anyone. I could be with anyone. You're here with me. You're here with me.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so, what happened? Windows updated. And it fucked up all of my audio again. Shay, do you just show up whenever I am playing Pathologic or something? What the? It's good to see you again, don't get me wrong, but the fuck you mean you... Why is everyone showing up when I'm playing Pathologic again? Is everyone just watching the announcements for anything regarding Pathologic? Do I just need to infinitely suffer? Y'all don't show up when I'm having fun in Xenoblade, but oh, he's playing Pathologic again! Let's get in it. Cause seeing you suffer is fun. Pog Path 3. It's not Path 3 completely. It is a demo for Path 3 that I originally was going to just make a video regarding a bunch of demos, but I looked up how long to beat and it said the game was about 3 hours. So I'm like, hey, I can probably put that in a stream or something. So here's the or something. Chad, joke's on you. I am watching you from the walls at all time. She's in the walls. She's in the goddamn wall! That scene has no reason being as good as it is. I'm just saying. Not super interested in Xenoblade on the off chance I play it someday. Fair enough. I will, however, never play Pathologic, so we're all good here. But yeah, no, Xenoblade is very good. When Xenoblade's done, I'm gonna be playing Expedition 33, because that I've heard very good things about that French game, so here's hoping. But it's good to see. I don't know who the hell you're talking about, Shay, but good on. I'm glad you like that. Oh, that game is sick. I hope so. I have heard nothing but good things. But yeah, so Pathologic 3 demo, it was out for a while. The super boss is kicking my ass in the way you'd enjoy, I think. What? Chat. Chat, what did she mean by that? Chat, what did she mean by that? Chat? Oh, I remember. I own, Shay, no, I don't think anyone has paid rent for, like, a fucking year. The joke died a long time ago. Yeah, like... Lucky me. As it turns out, not bringing it up means no one sends me money. So, yeah. I've been paying rent every month, actually. Okay, there's a difference between... there's a difference between the Twitch subscription and people deciding, yeah, no, I'm just gonna make up more ways to send Shad money. Don't worry, Shaddy, I shall pay once I'm not broke anymore. Yeah, okay, I'll see you in, like... What? How long we got for the recession? 3-4 years going? Yeah, I'll see you at the end of the recession. Maybe. Who knows? We don't know who will survive at the end of this. I can't even say 4 years. Who knows how long it'll last? Arguably longer is right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Next week is payday. Oh, Shaddy still is... The Shaddy still goes strong. Strong is a word. We actually kind of vibing through Canada. We got new trail deals up the wazoo. Oh, absolutely. Like, Canada as a country seems to be doing pretty all right. EU is ties have never been. You know what? Yeah, that's true. Just look on the bright side. We got a fuck ton of new trade deals. Canada came together in solidarity, and we all decided, you know what? My arms down here suck. I'm gonna put my elbows up. You know, putting elbows up with only hand tracking doesn't work as well as I thought. So we're you know what? We're gonna say I did it, and that'll just be that. You know. Just gotta worry about being invaded. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ain't that a bitch. Well, you know what'll never be invaded? Pathogen. Where'd the game go? There it is. Clocks and pathogen. Okay. So this thing's been on my screen for a good, like... I'm too young and pretty for war. Yeah. 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 It do be one of those days. It do in fact be one of those days. All right. Don't worry, Ari. I'm sure with all of the Rabby Ribby training you've done, you are fully prepped for anything that comes your way. Though imagine the look on the Republicans' faces if a trans woman won the war for Canada. What do you mean? They wouldn't have a look on their face. They'd be trampled under our boots. Canada invented the Geneva Convention, goddammit. We were the reason that all that stuff needed to happen. Not 100% Fortnite dance on them. Dude, same. True. We were kind of fucked up. I mean, honestly, we'd probably do some very fucked up things. Yeah, some of the things did prove we are not always nice. Nothing quite like airdropping grenades in 8 caches. Yeah! Oh yeah! Well, ignoring the amalgamation and moaning in my ears, let's hit that new game button. Hey Daniel, how you doing? It's been like a fucking hot minute since we last played with you. Unless we count the the shell, the other stuff. It's been a while since we've had any. It's been a while since we pathologicked. Soup can bombs and not really soup can bombs as much as, you know, just they wanted mustard. We wanted gas. We split the difference. Had a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I'm sure everything is fine. The capital, where the Bachelor returned in disgrace after the Step Town perished. Reflect upon an object and approach them while in concentration mode. Back turns out of scorn, out of fear. Hold on, I need to up my mouse sensitivity real quick. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Yeah, a little. Hi, buddy. Wait. So. This is. We're at the Thanatica. Go to hell, Death. I'm not scared of you. Not even after those 2 weeks. Not scared. Round and round. Imagine a clock hand, Dankovsky. Hour after hour. Closing the loop. This is the furthest in the timeline we've ever seen. Holy shit. This is... Can't remember the name or the face. Whose reflection are you? They're human too. Someone died here. There's nothing here. A fellow of infinite jest, mostly excellent fancy.
It's not love of living that drives us to overcome death.
Seraphima. That's... Ooh. No, we actually threw bombs and soup cans for hungry soldiers. Oh. Oh. Why aren't you at the interrogation yet, Bachelor? You're supposed to be there already. What happened? Why did you come here? What's going on outside? What are you looking at? They told me it's not an interrogation, actually. They just want to talk. I'm a witness, not a suspect. For now. What's going on outside?
We're running terribly
Duh!
low on
Oh!
gas.
Oh,
And
we're
the
doing
nice
this now,
themselves are
huh?
a little feeble, lacking in enthusiasm.
Clayton. Hang on, Chief. Did they summon you because of Thanatica? Will the order to shut down the laboratory be revoked? Postponed? No, I believe I was summoned because of the sand plague. They feared the epidemic might have already spread here to the capital. Yes, the order will be postponed. We'll do some work yet, I hope. No, they're revoking it. Thanatica's no more. Hi. Spectre. So the doctor who has first discovered this deadly epidemic is a dirt disease? Is it truly what killed off a whole step town in a week? 25,000 dead?
Listen to me. All of this is just hearsay. Please leave our director alone. He has important work to do. And you, Chief, hurry off. Your appointment is at 8.
No. Answer me this. Since you're the one in charge, is it true or not? You said the disease was already in the capital? I never said that. I said they believe the epidemic might have spread here. That's what I said. And the bureaucrats are usually wrong. No, not exactly 20,000, strictly speaking. Fewer and Fewer, and there were 417 survivors. A scant but non-zero amount of hope. Still, what are you staring at? What's going on out there? Oh! Oh! Day 8, in which the Bachelor says farewell to hopes and tries to flee the doomed step town. Fucking running away on day 8. You're the Sandpest. You can go no further. Quarantine. Enough cawing. It was I who set up the quarantine in the first place. I'm so tired of running into obstacles that I created for myself. Who are you? State your name.
I didn't recognize you at first glance. You've changed quite a bit after a week in our town. I'm Sava Crimmins, number 72 of the last of the Volunteer Orderlies Corps. Since you're here, consider this my resignation.
How quickly it all came to an end.
You promised to save our town, but all you leave behind are ashes and graves. What lies ahead of you is not the step, but a fog of uncertainty. So where will you go, a man who lost to death?
What a way to talk to me, 72. Grow too fond of your mask, abide by the protocol, and stop with the implications. There's a distinct smell of carousel. Is the roadway nearby? I'll return to the capital. They're shutting down the Thanatica in my lab. And the Academy must hear this dreadful disease. No reason to stay here. The town is lost, I admit. I'm not omnipotent, but I tried.
People whisper rumors that only a doctor in town plans to abandon them. But the only doctor in town plans to abandon them, to flee. The most fortunate, the survivors, already planned their own escapes. Could they be saved?
Yes, I'll take them to the capital. I need witnesses. I could save them with the medicine. So be it means. The Sandpest should be kept within the town limits, or else it'll devour the whole nation. Some of the survivors might be infected. Quarantine means quarantine. If I'm getting out there's a chance I already have Sandpest taking it with me.
Each decision leads to regret the next day. Each step to the abyss. How can one sleep after all that?
I'm not gonna talk it. Oh my god, this man still speaks in Latin after all these years. My name is a person matter. It seems I am in a waking dream. What stretches out in the steppe, and now a shadow almost touches the sky.
Nightmares multiply in darkness. It's their nutrient medium, just like the blood for a plague.
I still have some matches on me. I'll find a way to fend off the darkness. See those bonfires? Those were prepared on my orders to fence off the plague district. Now they will light my path. No running from nightmares. Reality is much more horrific.
The light of salvation burns and then fades. Like hope, like someone's life on a hospital bed. Do you think you'll manage to escape? She already follows you, trying to reach you. She won't let you just leave.
Death. Could someone be threatening my lab? I think I've already lost them. I don't know the count. Not the step fairy tale nonsense. Who's she? The plague?
You're a fool, Bachelor Dankovsky. Of course it's, conscience. You cannot run from your conscience. Not even on a train. No one could be so lucky to board that train alive. And what form do your consciences assume? That is on you and your broken imagination.
You imply that I imagine a horrific silhouette. The hallucinations of a guilty conscience. It's likely just neurosis. No time to wax philosophical. The fog thickens. The bonfire fades. I still seek the train. Apparently, the one with the escapees. My conscience is clear. I did all I could for the town. One person alone cannot fight an outbreak of an unknown disease. Get to the train.
Come back where you came from, Doctor. Try to become your old self again. Just don't forget the matches.
Thank you, 72. It really is you. For your volunteered service. You too did all you could. Hi! Oh. Okay. Well then. Okay, I can run. No more of you, whatever you are, get the fuck off the train. I'm going to be a little stench out. Hi. Ah! Ah! Ouch! Oh, the day before, which the Bachelor leaves the capital to venture to the edge of the world. And they feed on blood. We used to keep Calpitra theatrically here. But simple, fragile butterfly that feed on... Daring hope, a shameful escape. Whoever grabs the blue bird by the tail will see the souls of things. I've challenged this unfortunate phenomenon. We are dying every minute of lives. Undoubtedly a surmountable phenomenon. Hold on, what are my controls? Equip. Draw / holster gun. Okay. Fearless, hard to see things through. Glasses without diopters to look older. What happened to her afterward? Grandmaster in chest with death. They say he stutters outside of Thanatica. I wouldn't know what happened to him afterwards.
I think you ought to reread your own early work, Chief, assuming you wrote them yourself.
Do you hear those peculiar footsteps on the stairs? Ominous footsteps. I think they're coming for us. Even if they catch you here, there's no telling what might happen. You could be arrested.
Then again, if not taking at face value, but rather, you know.
Shall I continue? The ruling goes on. You're Thanatica, the nation's only laboratory specializing in the novel life extension techniques. Come across as a pseudo-science, a wild goose chase. The so-called effective immortality project. Enough of this like already. We're gonna just get gadget. There'll be an inquiry based on our results at the Academy's Special Commission, which, as you know, Karlovich is on. They'll wipe the floor with your garbage. And he'll throw up his hands like he did with the immunology affair last year. He's not going out on a limb for you. It wasn't him in July going around... Wasn't it him in July going around here saying he was disappointed? Or do I have him mixed up with someone? It happens when you're tired.
Kolovich, help me if I present clear evidence.
Oh, but there's more. Has, according to a vast number of scientists, including Vorgan, Ziegler, and Vilovich, achieved significant breakthroughs? We can skip this part. There. In view of academic council deeming to lack of any prospects whatsoever, it's only a rational course of action.
Would be to suspend the research and transfer the laboratory purview to Chemistry Institute and dismiss its staff. I can recite it from memory by now. Perhaps you could retell it in verse, Platon. It would calm you down to put things in a broader perspective.
Oh my gosh, we're doing this again!
Kind of, yeah.
I won't let them. It's my life's work. I don't know to what extent you two might be the same. I'd sooner lose a wife, an arm, and an eye than Thanatica. And why does it have to be now? We just got to cellular level reaction.
You don't have a wife, given the way you live. You never will.
I'm married to my work. Our relationship is loving, mutually fulfilling, and unclouded by rivalry. Fine, no wife. So make it both eyes or both arms, after all. No god, you and Platon. I'll do fine with just my head.
Actually, there's still hope, Bachelor. If we present the immortal man from the central step. What was his name? Shine, Ivan?
Kane. Simon Kane.
No time, colleagues, no time. They're already climbing the stairs. Denkovsky, you need to run. There'll be no commission while you're gone. We can stall the proceedings. Go and fetch us an immortal right away.
We'll tell them you're on your way to a trip. For one, the red tape will play into our hands. We'll stall reports, audits, you name it, and appeal. If all else fails. But if they find you, they'll convene and force us to testify, and we won't be able to wriggle out of it.
I agree. If you leave before you're handed the rulings, it's their fault for missing you. But if you wait until afterwards, that's obstruction. They won't miss a chance to hold it against you. They'll use whatever pretext they can.
What about you two?
What would they want with us? You're the big name scientist, so act like it. You're the one they need, and that Shine person is just who you need.
I'm not leaving you here.
Oh, for God's sake, Platon. Shall we toss them out the window? That's it, they're here. Hear those voices? They're going to decide whose head is going to be battered down the door with. Get out. The eastbound train departs 4:15. You can make it on time.
Thank you. I will not let you down.
Oh wait, one last thing. Have a look at this while you're on your way. You've been promising to 3 or 4 months already, but you never found time for it. It's a tool for studying tuberculosis and air humidity thing. Remember Kaufman, Gruski, Einstein?
Right, those postgraduates with their head in the clouds. It's long past time we got rid of them. How's it work?
There's no time. Take the papers and read them on your way.
I have a more pressing issue. Case in point, when is the S-104 coming in? You know it's Pathologic.
He's trying to be funny or what? Get out, Chief. Use the back door, and don't come back without your immortal.
Good luck. Thank you. Alright, I guess I'm not going that way.
Enough? No, not
Wait,
enough.
just one more thing.
Never enough.
One more? What might that be?
Take care of yourself, Chief. You're so reckless. Head always in the clouds. You don't really know how to fend off yourself, do you? Do you even care about yourself?
As if you're any different.
We're all doomed without you.
I'll be alright.
Enough of this. Are you armed?
I don't kill, I prolong life. You might have forgotten, but this is what our calling is. Why I'm armed with a vast intellect and a quick wit. As long as I can open my mouth, they won't know what hit them.
Daniel, are you armed?
I am. At least I can shoot myself with this if I fail. Have you ever used it? Please, take this seriously. Best I can do is point it at someone and pretend it's loaded. Might not work on the bears, though. Well, at least point it then. You can be very persuasive sometimes, Chief. Best of luck to you. I don't know what I was expecting, but a bird skeleton was probably not it.
Freeze! Freeze!
Huh. Huh. Interesting. Where? Really?
I'm Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity, the inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity, Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
Hey, title drop. All right.
My birds
Let's
all
get back to your
tired, they
testimony,
some
Bachelor
cheer,
Dan
but oh,
Kotovsky.
what it falls, my dear.
How long are you going to drag out this dramatic pause, Inspector?
Let's try to remain level-headed. The ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatica, began in early September. Your presence was requested at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what you described as...
Person with a unique longevity, or at least that's what the results of the medical evaluation.
Yes, this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional on the site of the event. You were forced to remain there since leaving was impossible. You led the efforts to combat the epidemic and, evidently, took on some field research as well. Accurate so far?
Not inaccurate. Devil's in the details. You seem to be setting up a trap.
You did not succeed. A complete failure. It goes without saying that it would have been foolish to fault a medical specialist in a situation like yours. The remoteness, lack of communication, the hostile environment, the terrible conditions for scientific work. What doctor could have possibly succeeded in those? No one blames you.
On the contrary, many stop short of saying I deliberately brought the infection to the capital. Perhaps I should have walled myself in the lab and report pinned to my corpse. Precisely, no equipment and competent allies, zero authority given. I'm not an entomologist. I did the best I could. I'm talking to myself. On the contrary, many stop short of saying I deliberately brought the infection to the capital. Perhaps I should have... Me? What are we, some kind of Pathologic 3 quarantine now? I said don't blame me. Didn't I, Bachelor? For any of it. Didn't you hear me? Besides, you're in a state of extreme exhaustion just to add to the state. That was clearly what had to be done. You were aware. I said don't blame me, didn't I? Besides, the ordinance was from last year. What? That's better. Tell me, what kind of, What? Did something surprise you? Did I swap who I was... What's going on? I suppose that we can't rule out a setup. Too many coincidences. That letter about Simon lures me to the town. No one shows me Simon. The whole place locks down, trapping me. And while I'm left to die, Thanatica is destroyed just before a scientific breakthrough. My final hours are spent studying the sand pest. Crafty, I must admit. Looking at it from the outside, what I see is a paranoid man, an egocentrical one at that. I see a worn-out man, unsure of whether he's still among the living. A man disassembled. I'm trying to help you put yourself back together. I feel as though you're no longer who you are. I look at you and feel frightened, like I'm facing someone who isn't human. Are you alone, Dankovsky? My impression of countless people occupying the same shell over the past 2 hours, one after another. What do you want to know? What could I have done? All right. My first idea was quarantine. I needed time to study the disease, so I isolated my patients in their homes. No, I isolated the entire districts. I tried to get at least one day ahead of it. It was spreading too swiftly, and of course, I ensured that no one could leave town. And the steps you took only shortened the lifespan of this settlement. Are you always aware of the consequences of your... Were you always aware of the consequences of your decisions? Ah, you refer to the popular discontent. I didn't need love from them, only discipline. A difficult surgery can't be performed on a restless patient. That's why patients get tied up, held down, or anesthetized. Every step I took was justified, or the town wouldn't have lasted those 7 days. You spent 12 days in the Gorkin area. I have my file on my desk. You're familiarized with software. You think so? Let's take a look at the timeline of your decisions and see if you call them that. What I'm seeing is a mistake after mistake. You're so intelligent that you do not suspect malicious here or sabotage. Oh my god! Important events happen every day. Select a day to recall what transpired. Day 1. Oh my god. The bearers hid their faces, met a strange possession near the town cemetery in the evening. Obnoxious little town. She was screaming. Something happened at the empty lot in one of the poor districts. Can't remember. It's closed. The entrance is boarded off, and it has no bearing on my task anyway. The Polyhedron, an incredible tower overlooking Bridge Square. Settled in Stillwater. A local lady was nice enough to let me stay with her. Eva, Stillwater's the only ray of sunshine in this odious town. Took her own life. What have you done, Dankovsky? What have you not? Hope. Courage, Dankovsky. Simon Kane is your last chance to save Thanatica. No, Simon Kane. I can't meet the supposedly immortal man. He went to the end of the world chasing nasty rumors, Dankovsky. Chaos and panic. It's madness out there. Stabbing, tearing clothes off, corpses. They say someone important has died. Do immortals die? Yeah, we live this.
Folders, sticks, whips, and wicks. But no coins. Give them a miss.
Well, why are you looking at me like that? As if you're seeing this for the first time.
As if this is the first time. It's not like I've rummaged through your papers. No, it's not the first time. You showed me 2 hours ago at the start of our conversation. I'm sorry, but what's written here is utter nonsense. This isn't how it happened at all. Facts lifted from their context, twisted into new ones. You know the words lie. The words lie as partial truths.
Alright, let's look at the 5th day. Remember when you had seemingly admitted the vaccine was possible? You had volunteers brought to you and inoculated them with the sand pest. Are you still with me, Dankovsky? Look at me in the eyes. Are you here?
I am, but I'm certainly not with you. Whose testimony are you basing this on? Who slanders my name? No, incorrect from the start. Do you intend to provoke me with a preposterous document? What is your goal, Inspector?
Call me... look at that trembling lip. Calm your nerves. The reason you're sitting there is so that we may find the truth, isn't it? Doesn't matter. You've said enough in 2 hours, not only fired from your department, but also tried as a criminal.
I won't be intimidated. I'm a doctor, a scientist. Do you hear me? I've come back from hell and the phantasms of a nightmare you could never portray. And I worked there as a doctor. Do you understand? A doctor, not an examiner, or an inquisitor, not a police inspector or an army commander. I'm a medical professional.
Number of people you personally killed already puts you ahead of many of the army and police. I'm not trying to intimidate you. Perish the thought. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted as well. You've misunderstood me. You're an intelligent man, Dr. Dankovsky. One with decisive judgment and judgment. Unfair to make mistakes and answer for them. I admire you. Unafraid to make mistakes and answer for them. I admire you.
Enough with that tone. Don't you grow tired of yourself? Put this on the record. That backwater didn't have a hospital, understand? It did not have a hospital. But it did have a theater, so I repurposed it somewhat into a hospital. I studied the patients there, creating a vaccine. It was a priority. That is what I did. I vaccinated people.
Each day? Every day?
An hour ago, you said a vaccine was
impossible. At the end, the town died.
You said vaccine is mom. Creating a vaccine isn't as simple as brewing a cup of tea. The disease mutated fast. The scientific community had never seen anything like it. I had to create a vaccine every day. Do you understand? A new one each time. All the while, I had no equipment, no lab. I had to improvise new methods in a matter of minutes.
A hospital, do you know what? I believe you. I need more details, facts. A theater, let's talk about the 5th day after you arrived. Records from the 5th day indicate out of 788 patients vaccinated, 412 died.
But I need more details, facts. Tick. Complete Act 1! Okay. Hooray! My map looking like a path to an exile skill. Yeah, Path of Exile skill tree. It do look like that. Okay, I did not see what that said because I had tabbed out to see who would DM me. Ahem. Alright. There we go. Well, let's get back in this. Press J to open the minimap. Your current goals are displayed there. Well, Jay, there are no ducks in here! This is the Plague Town! Goddamn. Today. 5th day in town. 3rd one at the hospital. The plague runs are rampant. I still need hope to find a vaccine, but for now, I hope the quarantine.
Dicks!
The quarantine is not gonna dick people. Okay, can't open that. Signer, you're here, upon the stage once more. The man who made a hospital out of. The man who made a hospital out of. The theater will have more eyes upon him, a plenty. Do you know what orderlies behind your back are whispering? Pathologic. Oh my god, Molly. I don't care about gossip so long as it doesn't distract the orderlies from their duties. Still can't believe what a miserable little town didn't have a hospital. Your servants will be fine, Signor. Will you? They say you will have a seesaw on in your head. The pictures of a man atop a board, atop a barrel, with a gun in a hand, aiming as you roll and teeter to and fro. Maybe the rumors have a little truth to them. Extremes, Signor. Extremes can kill you dead. One moment you mired in apathy, the next in mania. Trying to do everything at once, you're caught between your pounding heart and your two hesitating feet. A man of impulse, yet sometimes paralyzed. That's your seesaw. Fair enough, but how else could I be? Hard not to veer into extremes when a whole town is being consumed by a novel disease. As we stand here in the old theater, let them play the doctor and prescribe balance, the golden mean. Though you may yet still be swept to Scylla, or to Charybdis. And what of it now, do you feel? As soon as you approach, the sick, indifference and gloom begin to burden you. Yes, I feel as though I'm already exhausted and already anticipating failure. The thought drains my strength. You're exaggerating again. If I were really so depressed as to be catatonic, I wouldn't have started this conversation. So much talking with no practical use. Give me your impression of, or a prescription, if you fancy yourself a doctor. The strongest treatment is right here, the same as you use to numb the sick. These drugs may work as work for you as well, but mind you that take them and become accustomed to them, and you'll need more and more each time. I didn't expect to be choosing between using medication on myself or a patient. Oh, but there are other ways as well. A drink and a smoke. Perhaps things are not expected. It can stabilize you. Even warm yourself by the fire or wash yourself in cool water. Even kicking a trash bin in frustration. You know what helps the best? You're a science man so experiment. Quite an experiment measuring the psychological effect on kicking cans. I'll be sure to report my findings to Capital. Yes, I should be looking to keep myself together with the bare minimum. I can't afford to lose focus when dealing with patients. And yet, it wouldn't hurt to take some pills with you. Who knows what madness lies ahead? Take something from the hospital supplies. Besides the other fronts you struggle on, there's the struggle with yourself, Signor. What could be harder? Actors sure do love to exaggerate. Oh. The seesaw in the head. The mind oscillates between two states, apathy and mania. Apathy. Overwhelming exhaustion constantly pulls me into it. Apathy, time distorts. Movement speed slows. And amalgam fades. At high mania, the brain overloads. Movement speed increases, but health deteriorates. More mania means stronger effects. Balance. Many objects can affect the state of mind. They can be spotted in concentration mode with Q. There begins with the cloakroom, and the hospital ends with it. If you think they're seeing something terrifying, it's always just people in masks. They're just people in masks. They'd pass for a Greek chorus if this were a tragedy, but it's still a vaudeville. Is there a reason to talk? Apathy. Hospital. Patients must be questioned, examined, and their symptoms recorded in the case book. Oh my god, it's... I missed you. Okay. Nothing in the clock. Damn. Write it down. Write it all down. You might just have to replace me.
Drilling my temples. Don't want to hear this.
Okay. Nothing in there. Nothing in there.
Can't think like that.
Richard and Lena, listen to the gramophone behind the scenes. Okay. But I'm not breaking that. Okay. Alright,
It'll be
Army, what's
difficult
up?
for you to get used to our traditions.
It looks broken, Odom. No, the miniscope is broken. What do you want with it, Barack? It's not broken. You just don't know how to use it. Many major advances on that vaccine of yours going on. They say precision instruments help with that kind of thing. Alright, touche. You're sure quickly to snap your retorts. Let's not rehearse the holes whose medicine works argument all over again. Have you managed to create a serum for your herbal infusions yet, colleague? Major enough. As a fact, I believe today's work will still be decisive. Have you done anything? I haven't yet, but I figured out how to use them to boost immune response. You should also try making some to boost people's moods. I am severely depressed. I've done the autopsies for you already. Number 1 and 3 had gunk in their lungs. Number 2 had it in her bronchia. It's getting worse. Oh boy. Okay, what are you guys doing? Sava Grimmins. Number 72. I'm an orderly on quarantine duty. What are you instruct? Oh, are you? Wait, 72. I think you're the last one. 72 quarantine. Sounds familiar. What were you doing yesterday? Right, I hear your orders. Take a dozen trusted people with you. I'm reassigning you to the cemetery, burials, and cremations. That's all, you're dismissed. You have family, right? Here are my orders. Take off that ridiculous costume and take your family. Hide somewhere in the step with them. This doesn't matter. What were you doing yesterday? You cleared out this place like you ordered. Remember the size of the crowd that showed up yesterday? You said a hospital is for doctors, not the sick. No, this won't do. Allow me to correct you. I said we need space to work. I said the sick ward was going to be at the station. Now, this is the place of the research facility. That was what I said. Correct. The school bell is for the teachers, not the students. Parliamentary is no place for debate. The medical science is not for people. Basically, those who have the sandpest are beyond help. They're supposed to go to the general sick ward at the station and die. You had us give them morphine, laudanum, lead, and whatever else to ease their pain. And the patients you wanted us to bring here are the ones who hadn't died within 5 hours and could still walk. That is correct. They're the ones who we're going to work with. I'm afraid that even with the history records orders, even though I meant something else entirely. Right, listen up. From now on, kindly record everything I say verbatim, to the letter. Is that correct? I'll be checking. I'm here to raise a collective complaints, Doctor. These cloaks, they're very, uncomfortable, sir. They make it hard to use your hands, and you can't even see a damn thing through the mask. On top of that, we have to burn them every night because each time we've been to an infected area. What else can we do? There's nothing else we can use. But the town theater has a warehouse worth of these costumes, enough to last us a lifetime, given the current life expectancy. Marta Chicken, number 28. Started my shift at 10. Well, what's your plan for today, Doctor? The vaccine, obviously. We were unsuccessful yesterday and the day before, therefore, Jay's plans remain the same. There's only ever one plan. An effort two goes towards the vaccine. Right now, we're going to identify the strain. Out of 780 vaccinated patients from the last 3 days, how many have died? Give me a second. 401. That's more than I thought. That was 412. We've been catching those longs, as you've instructed. You know, a rare case where they get infected, but resist the sand pest for a long time. We've gotten 3 again today. Over there, on the platform stage. Just 3? Shame. Well, we'll be done quickly. The hell? I told you yesterday that you have to be kept clearing. Okay. I hope none of them are faking it. Yesterday you brought a lot in less enthusiastic pretenders. Well, at least we'll be done quickly. Doctor, last night we had a chat amongst ourselves, and there's something we don't get. What's it like? The point of figuring out what those longs are sick with, besides the sand pest. They're going to die either way. How does it help us figure out that out? Also have amnesia? Or, I don't know, measles? On top of Earthian plague, I mean? I understand it's too difficult to explain. To make it simple as possible, the body wages wars whenever there's a disease. It sends its soldiers to battle, and sometimes those soldiers help fight diseases along on the other way, including undiagnosed ones. This might, it might be, yeah, this. Nina, the Wild, and Victoria Warm. It seems like we could have used the rational one. Nina, the Wild, and Victoria Warm. Seems like you could use the rational one. Yeah, okay. Alright, what are we working with here? You look familiar.
Could it be that yesterday's technique has proved to be the right one? As your assistant, my duty is to inform you that among the recipients of yesterday's vaccine, there appears to be a 0 mortality. That is to say, no notifications so far. That doesn't really tell us anything yet, but let's assume that at least some avoid infection. It's a real shame we can't put them under proper observation in an isolation ward. Might have been simplified things a lot. You're not mistaken, Mr. Little. More of an extra pair of shoulders with no great burden to bear. Give me a report on what you've done in the meantime. While you were away, I tried my hand at diagnosing using your procedure.
I do hope you didn't make a... did you? I'm intrigued.
So I noted down the symptoms using your approach. I crossed off the illnesses based on the principles of impossible combinations. But I really didn't get anywhere.
You know, sometimes I try to think like you do. I give it my best try, and I do this just so I can understand you a little. And I fail every time. The way your head works is a complete mystery to me. Do you have the amnesis? What the... I'm talking for multiple people with the bachelor. What the fuck? What does that word mean? Could you remind me? I don't think I recall. You mean epicasis? I went straight to physical exam. I don't think there's any point in interviewing them. They don't know what the first thing about themselves. Look, you're just being so cold and snappy with me. I'm not a doctor, you know, just a one-time medical enthusiast. That's why I volunteered to help you. I'll say it again. Getting the patient's medical history, or amnesis, is your first priority. There are strictly 3 steps. There's strictly 3 steps. Step 1, interviewing the patient. It always comes first, no matter how tongue-tied or confused they are, even no matter how much they get wrong, the information is priceless. Even if they're straight up lying, it's still important. Just like if you were an investigator or a detective. But I'm no Pinkerton! Oh no, they're back! But what is it they do? Lie all the time. All those people who interviewed yesterday and 2 days ago. Not a word of truth from them. Step 2, the exam. This part requires the utmost attention, and where we take note of anything suspicious. We do it in the context of what patient has told us. Anything trifling the body in detail, scratch, bruise, birthmark, might turn out to be important. Okay. Got it. And step 3 requires a careful inspection of the surroundings of the patient lived in, especially when you feel like they're being coy, evasive, hiding something. In a word, lying. Residence is never without reason. That's when it becomes a good idea for you to go and inspect their home. Talk to their neighbors and family. It always adds to the picture. Do you understand? That takes a load of time and effort. We don't, and you keep saying we don't have a minute to waste. The only time to be hasty is when you're catching fleas, colleague. I'll show you. Observe and memorize. Won't be around forever. Luda, Finch, Freya. Okay. Let me check my controls again. Movement, quick slots, throw matches, mind map, casebook, map, notes. I see. Back in the hell. Town hasn't actually changed that much. Cape's gone, flank's gone, gut's gone, station's gone, warehouse is gone. Interest. Oh no! Oh god! Does this mean that fucking Artemy actually fucked up both those quests in this run? Oh no. Because if I'm looking at this correctly, we should have gotten the Skinners, the Tanners, and the Tanners, but instead we got the Gut, the warehouse, and the train station. Why is the river red? Okay. That's not good. Thoughts. Inventory. Prototype. When this was made, it was trying to fight tuberculosis pathogens. In theory, it purifies the air of microorganisms with the sound and frequency beyond human perception, destroying their cell membranes. If only I could kill them inside the human body, and the device would be priceless. Artifacts, casebook. Notes. Casebook. First time selecting a patient's suspect's symptoms, then choose the appropriate diagnosis. Some symptoms may be incorrect. Oh boy, okay. Am I terminally exhausted? They're terminally ill, but the external disease might be vaccinated for the plague. I'm healthy, just so you know. I don't have anything. Why'd they bring you here then? I had a fever. That's why, 2 days for no reason. But I'm better now. And I had no scratches on my skin. No yellowing or no sandpaper scratches. No drought to the mouth. Have you been to the isolation ward? Our house was cleared out after the infection came. People were sent wherever there was space. Comfort is a luxury right now. Some were lucky and ended up living in an empty room. Some got an attic, some got a cellar. Us, we were put in a boiler room. When it reached the street, they rounded up a whole caboodle of us into the isolation ward. Boiler room, you say? Was it turned on? No, of course. The air was so stuffy in there, I tell you. But there was a silver lining. No sickness can survive in that hellfire. Convincing, but I still need to examine you. Please undress there behind the screen. Am I gonna have to... Oh, okay. Woo! I'm not gonna have to see any boobs. I mean, oh, drat. Patient must be examined and their symptoms added to the casebook. Open the casebook. This can also be done during the examination. Okay. Pale skin, rarely leaves her home. Not much time in the sun. Use... Right click, rotates the camera. Very pale skin, rarely leaves home. Okay. Back. 1 hour will be spent examining each body part. Oh, or 1 minute will be. Arms. Hedoma. Maybe she bumped into something. Maybe it's a symptom. I should ask where the bruise came from. Okay. Arms reverse. Nothing. Legs. Legs reverse. Fever. Jesus Christ, what am I even looking at? Okay, bleeding ulcers, skin redness, rash. Hematoma. So that's the only thing here. Maybe she bumped into something, or maybe it's a symptom. I should ask where the bruises came from. Okay, hematoma is the only thing on there. Okay.
Are you done with the exam, Doctor? Can I go?
Absolutely not. Examination with no questions can be asked. Only happens at a morgue.
I told you, Doctor, last time. I told you everything the last time, but if you say so, you're the doctor.
Let me call my assistant. I'll use your example to show him how procedure's done.
You called, Mr. Dankowski. I'm here ready.
All right, so Mr. Little, we have a patient here, and she's claiming to be in good health despite having a fever a few days ago. Do we take her word for it?
Well, if she had a fever, there must be a reason for it, and we must have to find it.
Remember this. A patient's self-evaluation may be incorrect. That is why you must may ask specific questions about the symptoms, and about what comes up during the exam, and about what the patient's circumstances in her and daily life. I get it in theory. God knows how it played in practice. Good question. Questions, but how do they connect the answers to a diagnosis? I'll demonstrate. Observe and learn, Mr. Little. I won't be around forever. The patient is running a temperature, in other words, a fever. Open my casebook and look up fever and tell me how many conditions is listed as simple. Wait a second. 8 of them. Influenza, burning fever, consumption, measles, trisharia. I can't even read the one after that, but the absolute tongue twister. Sheesh, there's so many of them. 8 of them. 8 diagnoses fit the bill. It's a frequent symptom, which means that you have to find others to narrow it down the search. Then do it again and again until you're left with just one verdict. Mr. Little, this is what's known as a differential diagnosis. The name is self-explanatory, and we need to differentiate between similar things that will only find the correct solution to the problem.
I can't wait to give this method a try!
All right, let's get down to it then. You look pale, ma'am. Has your skin been like that since birth, or is this pallor recent?
It's not like I get to look in the mirror a lot, living in a boiler room and all. But I don't think I've ever been pale. Rich do nothings are pale. Me, I'm a commoner.
So pallor isn't typical for you. We're making that as a symptom. Mr. Little, add a pallor to the fever record. And what do we get? 2 conditions down from 8. It's like magic. Sorry, Mr. Dankowski, can't look at the manual and follow your line of thought at the same time. I really can't. A single symptom, pallor, eliminates 6 out of our 8 candidates. We're left with a choice of just 2. Where did this hematoma come from, my good lady? I mean, the bruise over here, next to your wrist. Did you bump into something, or is there someone who batters you? Don't worry, there's nothing to be embarrassed when seeing a doctor.
I'm not embarrassed. A bruise? Well, that's new to me. I've never seen it before, and I can't remember anything you're talking about. I certainly wasn't beaten up. Must have bumped into something myself and forgot about it, with all the fuss. The boiler room is dark and cramped. It's probably where the bruise came from.
Mr. Yankovsky, that I'm seeing a hematoma. This fancy bruise on your... I'm seeing the... Mr. Yankovsky, I'm seeing this hematoma. But if the patient got it from bumping into something, it's not the kind of bruise we're looking for. Are you with us? Mr. Little? Pay attention. She doesn't remember how she got the bruise. She can only guess. The manual provides more detailed description of the illness for a situation like this. That's what causes it, who's susceptible, etc. It can give us useful clues. I'm familiar with that. Susceptible means the high-risk groups, right? Got it. When in doubt, read the conditions in detail. Practicing medicine takes more than checking symptoms against a list with a schoolboy's diligence. You have to bring reasoning to it. Here's one thing to do. Tell me, good lady, do you garden? Do you grow anything? Anything at all, from roses to cucumbers?
Cucumbers? Roses? I'm not following you at all, Doctor. No, I've never liked digging and shoveling the earth at all like that.
There, earth. Does the boiler room you've been relocated to have an earthen floor by any chance?
That's right, it does have an earthen floor. The boiler room isn't really suited for living in, but in these times, I'd be ungrateful to complain. How'd you guess, Doctor, about the earthen floor?
Earth. There was something about earth in the manual. I wish I remembered here. It's simple. All kinds of things can be found in your local soils, including microorganisms capable of disrupting circulation, hence the pallor. The bruises were not caused by trauma. A hematoma appears when blood vessel walls are damaged, either by an external force or, in this case, illness. It can, and the infection can be contracted from contact with the earth. We found our diagnosis. You're a genius, Mr. Jankowski! Stop with the idolizing. We're lucky to have a simple and clean case on our hands. I can foresee it getting worse from here.
Bravo to you anyway. You are true master of medicine. So the patient has, sandpest alongside... What's the other diagnosis?
I'm going to fill in the patient's record now, and then you can read my verdict.
What about me, Doctor? Where am I to go now? What happens next?
Thank you for your opportunity at the educational exam. You can't teach medicine without actual patients. You remain here under observation, and your blood will be used for a vaccine. There's hope that everyone can benefit from this. Make a diagnosis. Select all the relevant symptoms and choose a diagnosis. Diarrhea, notice the stone disease, itchy skin, bleeding ulcers, skin redness, rash, insect bites, eczema, ulcers, yellowing of the skin, pallor. Oh boy. Oh, good, I can just right-click. No chest pain, no coughing up blood, no difficult breathing, no cranosis, no hallucinations, headaches, hydrophobia, memory loss, pulmonary loss of conditions, no sore throat, no, none of that, no, nope. Burning sensation, nope. You do have hematosis, and you do have pallor. Gotcha. So that means we are anemic vasculotomy. Final diagnosis. To confirm this diagnosis, hold X and then you can close your casebook. Cool. Okay. You next.
You gonna burn me?
Where'd you get that idea? Even if you are going to burn, I promise you won't be burned alive. No slow. Where'd you get that idea?
It's not exactly a secret. The whole thing is like putting out a wildfire. Someone's house is under suspicion, it's torched. If someone sneezes, the entire town just gets sealed off. Sick and healthy folk are alike. And when there's doubt in a healthy person, there's isolation ward. And then those who do have the sandpest are marched off and burned.
What are your ailments before the epidemic broke out?
I don't have any. Constitution of an ox.
Really? None? Cold, maybe? Weak spells, fainting, rashes, or modded vision, or the occasional itch?
Mr. Tiny here told me I'd be useful to you before I died. That is, said if you can find something inside me that slows the sandpest down, so go ahead and find it. What do you need? Want you to draw some blood for me?
Alright then. Where'd they bring you from?
I walked here from home. Caught it from one of my neighbors. Knew as soon as the skin on my chest started peeling. Yeah. So I waited today. Neighbors' screams stopped in the middle of the night. I went to check on them in the morning and they were all dead. Me though, I was alive and walking. Now I'm here. What do you need? What do you need on that, doctor?
Any missing details relevant? What's your vocation?
I'm a dyer. I've been breathing poisons in for 5 years now. One day it's red, next day it's blue, then yellow. Could that be why the fever of yours this fever of yours doesn't do anything to me?
It's not very likely. Take off your clothes to do an examination. What do you mean, fever of mine? You're more of its owner than I am? Okay, peeling skin thing he mentioned, unlikely to be the stone disease, more like eczema. Heart's beating too fast. But that could be normal, but that could be a personal trait. Okay. Eczema. Oh boy, he could have hepatitis! Okay. Let's see if I got that right. Yeah. Heart's beating too fast. Let's see here. Heart. Burning sensation, chest fever, rapid pulse. Could be burning fever. How's the back? Arms. Flip them over. Legs. Spin around. This is interesting. His skin is yellowed. Something wrong with the liver? Yellowing of the skin. So if we take off the rapid pulses, it could be hepatitis. The hope still exists. This man has more doctoring, less trading drugs with the kids than I expected. Wait till the full game comes out. I'm sure we'll have some kid drug trading. Okay. Okay, before I sign off on anything, let's do the post interview.
Have you sorted out, doctor? Will I buy use for your remedies?
My vaccine I'm working on, and please allow me to ask a couple of clarifying questions so I can be certain of your diagnosis.
It's the plague, of course, the sandpest thing, ain't it?
The plague, yes, but there's another condition that's prolonging your life. You said it yourself. Your neighbors didn't survive that night, but you're still holding up admirably.
Well, bro me down. 2 elements making me healthier than if I had 1. But you know best, Doctor. What you want to question me, right? Question me all you want.
You've complained about skin on your chest peeling. It was here, right? The skin on your foot was yellowing. Liver conditions would cause this. Have you ever noticed anything like it?
Yellowing on my foot? Oh, that's dye, Doctor. I'm a dyer. Tub spilled once. Hence the burn. It's old and healed over time. It's smaller and paler than before.
Well then, thank you. That clarifies things. We can rule out liver disease then. Yakov, little. Yakov, little? Where's he when needed? He could have seen the symptom disproven. He's always pulling all sorts of things into the chart and then diagnosing every single disease in the world. Thank you. That clarifies things.
Is that all? You got more questions for me?
You complained about the skin on your chest peeling. It was here, right?
On the very middle. You're on it right away. Skin turns nasty when you're playing.
Eczema, that much is obvious. The symptoms can indicate one of two diseases. Now to tell them apart.
More questions, that's great, Doctor.
Let me take another look, see if I've overlooked anything. Yeah, so heart beating real fast. Eczema is... So the yellowing of the skin is paint. Just an old chemical burn scar. So... Let's take a look at the whole thing again. Arms reversed. Arms. Back. Chest. Okay. So, get rid of the yellowing of the skin. And rapid heartbeat. Yeah, it could be hepatitis or a burning fever. More question for you. Give me your hand, please. I'll take your pulse. I believe I've noticed your heartbeat behaving erratically.
It's too fast. Been running fast not too long ago, Doctor. Can hear it myself, thrashing like it caught a snare.
Too fast indeed.
Was now so clear?
Your pulse and your eczema together paint a clear picture, yes.
Finally! I was afraid I kicked the bucket without helping any science.
I can pinpoint your diagnosis now. These two symptoms make it certain. Baller. Rapid pulse, burning fever. Wait, I just click on it. Yay! Baller, okay, Ah, yes, one of you. Hey, it's the guy I sell the water to, and he gives me bandages. At least I think so. Either that or he fixed my guns.
And that's the story of my life and times up to the present moment. But if you want all these details from me, half hour's worth of talking. It was all besides the point. Thought you'd be interested to know why the sandpest can't get me, because I certainly find the fact interesting. I even say amazing.
None of what you told me was. Besides the point, everything was important, especially your chickenpox at age 6. I'm interested too. Your blood may save about 400. Yeah.
Not. You sure you're not overestimating my importance, Doc?
Right. Old Gimpsy corked the termitory shut, and you've been guarding it for 6 days since Tuesday.
This is the third time you're asking me this. May I ask why you just trust me so?
So they locked down the termitory to prevent the strike, but that defies all logic. The termitory was shut down within the town, almost to 3,000 workers. The termitory's locked up. You said the termitory has been shut down in order to shield the residents from infection. Does that mean they knew there would be an epidemic? Are you quite sure everyone inside was healthy? There's no way the disease could sneak in? Yeah, that.
Who knows? At first they said it had been blown out by some kind of sweet soot. It settled on the walls later. Looked like mold. Well, the kin was worried. They're like bees with how they respond to things. As soon as one makes noise, the rest are unquiet as well. There might as well be a mighty buzzing in the hive, perhaps on the account of poisonous soot. Contradictions are tough for the cannery, you know?
What's going on there now?
They're shouting. Lots of clamor, and nasty kind of clamor, too. It's what you'd expect. They're not having a great time stuck in like pickles in a jar. No regular meals, not enough drink to go around either. The place, after all, is a poorhouse. Our fat man treats his people like cattle, getting them through the days of struggle. Small wonder they're slamming into the walls. Who are up to me?
You know, Gimpsy calls them worms, don't they? Vulnerable Vlad describes your primordial kin to me as something entirely beast. So they're disgruntled. And, what about you?
Can't lock up a living creature against its will. See, it's how you turn people into proper beasts, but try so much as a hitting at that to our old Gimsky, yes, man. They're dead drunk on power. Used to be all work with them, but now I can't stand those guardsmen.
There are times when you have to put a free creature under lock and key for its own safety. Alright, let me ask you this then. What time of day do you feel the worse than usual?
All the time. I used to be as hardy as a bull wrangler, but now I've trouble even standing up for long. I get drowsy, my knees give out, it's embarrassing. I feel like I'm failing everyone.
Have you been easily fatigued like this for long?
I don't take a great interest in my own person, Doctor. Got enough people to spend my attention on as is. But I have trouble doing my job because of this. It's a rugged man's job.
Alright, get naked.
And since you're so preoccupied with my work as a security guard, here's my advice to you, Doctor. You're being too heavy-handed. This lockdown of yours is making people seethe. And a cauldron can only seethe for so long before the lid flies off. And even if you screw it down.
I certainly would take note of the predicament if I have no options. Well, it's not like I'm a great big stack of shiny coins. Not everyone's going to like me. Or a little bit of a epidemic, we're prepared to be examined. It's kind of necessary. Strange redness, a rash, bites, something else. There's red spots on the surface too. Okay. Arms. Flip them over. Nothing. Legs. Veins definitely damaged. The question is, how old is the damage? Legs reverse. Veins definitely damaged. The question is, yeah, okay. So, weakness, burning sensation, fever, rapid pulse, weakness, vein damage. Front eye, visual impairment. Twirine syndrome, huh? Okay, so it's stone disease, itchy skin, bleeding ulcers, skin redness? Or rash? Okay. So we got 3 things from that. Well, let's get a post-examination going. Second patient interview. You notice symptoms that you can ask the patient about.
Let me go, Doctor. I don't understand what all this commotion is about. What makes me so special? Besides, I got work to do.
Work. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to forget about your work for now. You must remain here at the hospital.
I used to be a guard locked up people. Now I've been locked up myself. Isn't that life for you? It's the kind of joke life plays.
It's not the same. Frankly, I don't see the point of the termitary lockdown. It's desperation from old Gimskis. Meanwhile, you're here to serve the common good through vaccine. There's no debate here. You can't stop a plague. Vaccine.
Oh, I was just musing to myself. What do you want me to do? Do I need to give blood? Maybe take a pill?
Before you can before blood and pills, there'll be more questions. Are you ready to answer? The weakness reported is too many different ailments. I must clarify the rest of your symptoms. Oh, yeah.
I've told you my entire life story, Doctor. You still want to ask more, then ask away.
Veins on your leg don't look very healthy. Have you ever noticed that before?
My legs? They're from all the way there. They were that way from the time I spent standing up on my job as security guardsman. 16 hours of standing every day, and old Gimski won't spare a stool for us to sit down. Said it's not the proper way. Bad for discipline.
The way the meat run process is quite something. They treat people like cattle. Working as a guardsman can easily cause mundane case of varicose veins. On the other hand, at least 3 promising diagnoses on the vaccine front can manifest as a vein issue. It's imperative to ascertain whether it's a genuine symptom or a false one.
Yeah, quite lost in thought, Doctor. Am I really that complicated? Can't wrap my head around little old B being the center of this brouhaha.
Symptom fits the description, but it mostly affects drunks. So I'd like to ask you, good sir, do you consume alcohol? Do you do it on a regular basis? In what quantities?
Quantities best described as God forbid. My line of work, you must be alert. So my bias hasn't been, so my basis hasn't been regular since last year. Quite the contrary, I've been abstaining. Can't stand a drinking myself.
Being honest with me, this is a crucial question, not one to evade. For more fiber is no concern to me. To drink or not to drink is a personal choice. Mine is a medical interest. Your diagnosis depends on it. Do you understand? Your diagnosis. As far as I'm concerned, you're just 5 liters of blood packed into a person.
You're telling me it's not regular? I don't have a habit, period.
No, I can't in good conscience put my stamp on a diagnosis. I don't have enough information. Not without a home inspection and or neighbor testimonies. I'm going to your home, sir.
My house? Why on earth, Doctor? Can't understand. I can understand talking to me. My feelings up front, like head to toe. Collecting my blood, but searching my home? Like some kind of bandit? What did I do wrong?
You're not at fault. If anyone is to blame here, it's me for not spotting enough symptoms for a definite diagnosis. I am mistaken. You are, or are you seriously frightened? Are you that reluctant to visit your home? Did you hide something during the interview, just as I thought? Please understand, in order to create a vaccine that can save several hundred people, I must establish what you are suffering from, besides the sandpest.
Well, not at all what I expect from a man of medicine. Going off a break to my home. Imagine that.
Don't worry, I won't touch anything. I just need to look around. Meredith, never mind. I expect the orderlies took your address from your name. Don't worry about it. This way, this way, this way. Where am I going? Am I going to the crude... I guess I'm going to the crude sprawl? Kind of. Or... Oh, wait, no, I'm going over here. For instance, flat illness, I'll have to visit his home. That way's blocked off, that way's blocked off, that way's blocked off. So in order to actually get there, I'm going to need to go... out here, down, up here, around here, down here, through here, over, back through here, and into here. Ugh, okay. Let's go. Is it just gonna teleport me into his home? Or am I actually going to be thrown out into the whole map? Funny thoughts. Funny thoughts indeed. Amalgam. Allows you to revisit another day and after its events acquired through successful euthanasia and breaking mirrors. People in masks, people in masks. That's how they dress around here. Locals don't even turn their heads. Purpose seeing a big city seems wild to them. Alright, difficult case to diagnose, almost, but the patient denied symptoms. Need to go home and find out. I'm so sick after all. Difficult case. Okay. Time's running out. The exit of the district. Find arches with clocks. Wait, what? District exits. To leave a district, find arches with clocks. Gotcha. At least Zockman is drier. He'll be okay with dying. Hold on.
Yes, this is a migraine.
Okay. I see. Navigating the town. Okay, this is different. To plot a route, select a district name with a marker where I want to go. I want to go to the Skinners. Interesting. Interesting. Very different from how you went around the town the first game. No, it's not out. Pathologic 3 is not out. This is the demo called Pathologic 3 Quarantine. Dangerous District. Dangerous districts require attention. They cannot be traversed using the map. You'll have to find an arch with a clock that isn't blocked. Yeah, okay. Just go straight down. Bachelor's prototype. The plague fog conceals danger. You equip the prototype. Long charge. Hold using the prototype and release after the pendulum stops. Okay. The infected. The ones lying on the ground cannot be saved, only relieved of suffering. If I want to help them in their passage from this world, I can take their time for myself. God damn, that is nice to have. Okay, hold on. Where am I even going? Oh my god, I need to go so fucking far.
Keep quiet in the library.
This is definitely very different from how Artemy played. Definitely very different. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if I kind of liked the survival craziness of Pathologic 2. But then again, this is just trying to be a very different game. So. Okay, so we're in the district. Let's see if I can find out where. Just going down the street, huh? Hey, man. Could have stayed at home and not risked it, clinging to his routine. No, he couldn't have. I wouldn't be able to either. Here they exchange microbes. Locals used to barter. Melancholy. When apathy is high, time itself will to live, and the amalgam slipped through my fingers. Without amalgam, days of the story become inaccessible.
Enough.
Okay. So I need to go to the Skinners. Or I'm in the Skinners district. I just need to keep running my way over this way. Oh, punch the trash can.
Misophonia, Denkovsky.
Just bears signs of being live, no signs of sandpest. Writing on that house before. Okay, this is his house. Let me go break this. Let me go punch this goddamn thing.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
Yeah, it was quiet there. All right, open up. Difficult case. Diagnosis was almost clear, but the patient symptoms needed to know someone find out. I must be sick of all this. Okay. Okay, closed up.
Be quiet, you lot.
Difficult diagnosis. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, I can't. Right, looting the clocks. Nothing in the clock. Can't open that up. Oh, hello. Clearly irritated cleaning lady, a neighbor. She might know flat. What a mess, even though this house looks presentable overall. An accident, someone slip or have a fight? Recently too. Shards are all around. Room. General cleaning or the aftermath of some conflict? Was something spilled here? Hey.
I just mopped the floor and now you're walking all over it. Took me forever to scrub clean, you know?
Apologies, I'm not very good with walking in a handstand. My legs always veer to the left for some reason.
Oh, stop that clowning, will you? First he's turning the bathroom upside down, and now, but it's our only one for all these apartments. people wash their kids here and take their own baths on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They keep it clean. But now, with your remarks, but you're palate flats, aren't you?
If the locals are right, Doctor is more like an enemy than a pal, which of course merits his own study. Flat's in the hospital now. He's under observation. I'm here to find out how he got sick.
So Flats is in the hospital. Perhaps it's for the best.
Have you been living in the same house for long? Do you know him well?
We've known each other since we were kids. He's like a brother to my husband. I helped him out his whole life with his cleaning and cooking and whatnot. He was a loner with no one really to care for him, and it wasn't too much trouble for me. We were neighbors after all, and friends.
Well, I was lucky to have you. At this rate, I'll soon start to envy the people who live in this small town where everyone knows everyone.
We drifted apart. A little as time went on, but he used to always thank me. Then one day, it was like, bam, he forgot everything. Never said a word to anyone. Scurried past me to his apartment. Eyes down, no hello, no goodbyes. But he sure showed this bathroom his boss.
So this sort of frenzied rage isn't typical for Filiat? He never trashed anything like this before and was well behaved?
What kind of person thinks this is typical of is an easy guess. You often get this with drunks. One moment he sits there quietly, and then he's delirious all of a sudden. With all this ruckus and mess, he at least didn't punch anyone out.
Has he been drunk for long? Was this his first delirium Trim's episode, or had he them before? Very Filiat, he said he stayed away from alcohol.
He didn't drink before, but go ahead and look out that window. Town's falling to pieces, even though it's enough to make a saint start drinking. It's like people have gone crazy. Some have grabbed a bottle, some have grabbed a knife. It's hard to stay human. Even the inner beast is looking to break out.
So you know for certain that Filiat trashed the place in a drunken haze, or is it just you're assuming?
What do you think happened? He didn't just trash the shared bathroom. He was sick all over it. The whole place is a mess. I thought I'd never get it clean. Do you know what it's like to mop up someone else's vomit? How would a smart dresser like you know that, eh?
I went to medical school, good lady. The quantity of vomit I used to cart around is more than this entire house could discourage. Filiat vomited, that's what matters. The symptom, okay. No, the symptom's been noted.
Have you finished everything you needed? I'd like to finish with cleaning in here. Kids from downstairs will be here soon to wash their hands before eating. They're better off if they didn't see this mess.
Just a minute. Is there anything else you can tell me about Filiat? Do you happen to know what illness he had, past, chronic, or acute? Whatever you remember? Can you go back to his drinking once more? Your delirium hypothesis is logical, but it's only just conjecture. In fact, do you have anything else?
No, that man was never sick. Strong and tough as a cart horse, and I mean, I could easily imagine him pulling an actual cart. That was why they hired him to be the god of old Gimski, meat cannery back in the day.
Guarding the meat plant is a tough job. It may have been a thing that undermined his health to begin with. You two talked more often at that time, right?
If you ask me, Filiat,
I think his name is Filiat.
may be built for the job, but it's not a job for him. The cemetery needs security to make sure the step brutes aren't beaten around the town, but he was getting sentimental about them. That's why he and I fell out. We argued about whether worms and herb brides were our equals. And some security guard.
Brutes, you say. Have you ever considered someone from the capital might see everyone? An opinion like that doesn't paint you in a good light, but your neighbor, on the other hand, sounds like a man with a conscience. He argued with me, too, whether or not it was right to keep people locked up in the looming epidemic about whether to isolate for their own good.
What a thing to say. Stop trying to confuse me. I don't have time to pick up your philosophizing apart. I've got a bathroom to finish cleaning. Filiat got into philosophizing too, and it both destroyed our friendship and made him an alcoholic. There's no good in that.
Can we go back to his drinking once more?
Who wants to confess to something as shameful as that? The thing is, the lifelong slots are proud of it, and it's the new made ones who are ashamed. I hope he's ashamed. It's anyone's darn guess if he is. It's like he's become a completely different man. For all I know, he's lost sense of himself at this point, gone completely off his rocker.
Off his rocker. There's something new again. Or are you just talking about the bathroom incident, or is there any other evidence he's off his rocker?
He has episodes, you know. Before he trashed the bathroom, I'd hear this muttering coming from behind his door every night. And he lives alone, no family, no one visits him. My husband and I used to be his only friends. He started talking to himself, and that's a sure sign.
Why didn't you say that right away? It seems somewhat more. You're right. After all, hallucinations point toward delirium. That changed the picture completely.
And you? Why didn't you take your shoes off right away when you walked in? Because you didn't think of it. Neither did I with the muttering. Have I told you everything now? I have my limits too, you know. Mopping floors is hard enough, but bad-mouthing a former friend is harder. I'm sorry for the big poor dummy.
Where's Philiad's room? I'd like to take one good look at it before I go, after all.
It's further back down the hallway. Here's the key. I've got work to do. Been breaking my back for half a day here, and whose fault is that? A fool who's a drunk now. Poor soul.
You've been very helpful. Alright. This is room? Yeah. Drugs, huh? Can't tell where they're from appearance. No label on the pills. Philiad took them. Does he know did he know he was sick? On the bed, huh? Wet rags. He's put them on his forehead. Neighbor claims Philiad's drunk and he's thrashing the house and taking voices in his head. Oh! There's a child in here. Who would eat it? Even rats would probably be disgusted. A son? Neighbor's son? A thief? Who in the world is this? A hallucination? Can you tell me more?
Santa Brad murdered him.
This is news. The neighbor told me Philiad lived alone. Hello, Zero. Welcome. I have no idea what you're saying.
Hello, Erdem, I said. Why have you come?
Alright, Erdem is what you call scientists, right?
I've got nowhere to go. Bangladel, don't kick me out, Erdem.
Are you Philiad's son? I'm a guest here myself. I wish someone would kick me out so I could go home. You Philiad's son?
Not going, back to the Warren.
The Warren, huh? Must be from the Termitary. A lot of exams in Britain were today, and a lot of people who do psychology, apparently the exam was really easy. Oh yeah? What's that?
What you people call the Termitary. Adim Higler, you smell like danger. Bullish out blood. You go your own way.
How can a person's larynx make sounds like that? Or can you tell me?
People are there, Kathleen. What do you want? I live there.
You're hiding your eyes, lad. I don't think you're telling me the whole truth. Look, it's better if you don't joke around. How'd you get past the guards?
They'll tell you if you just let me go. There's a crawl hole out in front of the Warren. Axel Flat watches it. Help me go around the angry guards. Tiamat Albrun.
Why didn't you just stay there? Let me guess. Love struck or bring Aldi Philiad seems like a savvy fellow himself. How much did he charge you for his help? So Philiad took you in. That hallucination of his was you? It was you he was talking to in the night, not the voices in his head.
After Philiad took in, hid, sheltered, so no one sees, no one returns me to the Warren. Be killed total body talked quite so no one hears.
Neighbors heard anyway, but don't worry. She thought Philiad was out of his mind. But if you keep quiet, she won't notice you. So hallucinations would have been removed from the list of symptoms. Ugh, why does that have to be so complicated?
Where's Acrophiliac, the young boohob? Where is he?
Finally, is some sensible talk. He's in the hospital. He's ill. I'm a doctor, and I need to find out what he's ill with. Will you help me? Will you help me?
I will. Then Acrophiliac sickens. I saw he sickens.
Oh boy. Here we go. Okay. I don't believe I'll find anything else about. I'm no detective after all, but are you ready? Flat's hallucinate. Does Flat drink vodka, wine, those step herb infusions of yours? First glance, I can't see a single bottle.
Not a drop. Strict on himself. Doesn't allow me neither.
So your neighbor was mistaken after all. Perhaps she wanted to be mistaken out of spite. The reason doesn't really matter. I feel like I wasn't lying then. So his vein problems must indeed be from standing up and work and not from drinking.
How else can I help?
Maths paper 1 besides 24 questions was too nice. Oh, well, there you go. I found some pills. Who was taking these?
We don't use these in the step. Be brother. Filat said these are so your head don't ache.
Another symptom. Good.
His head hurt his elbow.
Rags on the bed don't look like they're used to compress. They're used in a compression to bind something, hot or cold over an injury. Do you know anything about that?
I do. And her ugly flat was hot, tossed and turned. I put cold on him.
So he had a fever. He didn't mention that during the interview. But that's much sicker than he claimed to be. These stoic patients can be worse than hypochondriacs sometimes. To be fair, I believe every exam paper from now on will be really bad. Listen, you'll be fine. Just do your best. That's what counts. Didn't mention that during the interview.
I worry for him.
There's something rotting on the table. Did you eat it? Was that what made Philia vomit?
Hungry. We needed Philia not rich. Booze Vlad pays the guards so little. Karu was enough for one, not enough with me. Hard to feed two. Agriphiliad walked, looked for cheap food. They cheated, sold rotten milk.
I can understand the difficulty of your situation. Noble deeds come at a cost. So Philia eat rotten stuff, or did he not? Did he get sick from food poisoning?
It is scary, Erdun. Bigger. Never thought to eat rot. Philia forbade.
Medicine doesn't really have bad questions. That is true.
Then his hunger came crazy like Youngsterson. Grabbed everything, gobbled everything. I took away. Hid some bad rotten will hurt. He didn't listen, like possessed by some hungry beast.
You never noticed some and you never noticed this indiscriminating behavior before? That change in feeding pattern is certainly telling. Sudden hunger. Should I add bulimia to the symptoms?
Never saw a man wolf food down by that incident.
So, mice, headache, fever, and hunger, and vomiting, fatigue, skin reddening. The veins are ruled out, but what happened in the bathroom? The neighbor said Flat drunkenly.
No, he doesn't drink. He'd eaten bad food, couldn't keep it down. Didn't want to make a mess here, so he went there where he could do it. And then, yeah, water is there for washing, and Flat said water scared him. Heard the dripping, went crazy. Can a man be scared of water, yeah, in his life?
Got scared of water for no apparent reason and trashed the bathroom. This is an extremely rare symptom. It should sort it all out. Now I can finally return to the hospital and double check. Thank you, young man. Say hello to Philia for me. I really should take you to the hospital too. You know what? You saw it happen to Philia. You might catch it too if you're feeling unwell. Don't tough it out. Come to us at once. Okay. So bulimia. So let's see here. Alcoholism not confirmed. So he has bulimia. What was the other thing Vein damage is not it. Weakness. Fever. Where's fever? Would love it if I knew where this stuff was. Let's see here. Let's go to headache. And fever. Okay, yeah, so it's neuropathia, epidemia. Alright. Let's head back.
Damn them.
Alright, cool. Let's go. We can get out of here. Media 1 study was just literal blessing from the exam. Better pills in my pan, trading for junk, valuable drugs. If only I knew back home.
Tired of this noise.
Okay, so I can't get out through there. I literally have to get out through down here. Gotcha. But I can run, which is good. Some random IKEA advert was on it. Really? Okay, well this is definitely, okay, honestly, it's kind of growing on me. This is interesting. Hi, Bull. Alright. Back to the marrow. Like an IKEA advert, but about bed sheets. Ah. Whatever this thing is, it is doing work. I would have loved to have this in Artemis playthrough. God damn, this thing is beefy. I was watching another streamer till seconds ago. They have a bot which does funny gambling of no consequence. Oh, yeah?
Every creak like a gunshot.
Okay. Get me the fuck out of here. Whew. We're back. Locals don't turn their heads and hi?
A synonym of good life to you, Artem. Have you... Here are your bulls, Bikra. Are you not glad to have them?
What are those Odon of yours doing? Glad to hear it, but are you certain these are the same bulls?
Can you not tell the bulls' faces apart? He can't even tell the Odon apart by their faces, HJ. We are all the same to him, like beasts.
So that a bot apparently now has it out for me, seeing a massive loss streak. Oh no! That's not true, ladies. By the way, how come you're here and not the Udung? Are you afraid you do like this?
Of course we do. We are Catherine. We are not people. We are one people of the kin.
Why did the bull herds stay vaccinated? You told me last today the bulls had died, didn't they? Did they lie?
You've insulted them. Worms don't deal with you anymore.
Ah.
The worms believe you're a bad man. A colorish, ungrateful man, Michael.
The bull is speaking to me! I'll try to do better.
Are you going to take our bull's blood?
I am, but later. For now, leave them here. I need to make today's vaccine first. After that, I'll get on with the unusual one. Seek a bull's wisdom achievement. Thanks.
It's more honest now.
Should I be worried about that? Okay,
Finally, I've been waiting for you, Dr. Dankowski. As you can see, I've allowed our volunteer orderlies to leave on break, but they'll all return as soon as you give the word.
good. Rest is necessary. Let them have a smoke, visit their families. Who knows? They might, not get another chance.
Consider it done. But what of the third patient, Filat? The tertiary guard. Do you have a diagnosis? I have put him to sleep yet, though he might be useful again.
I visited the place at Skinner's. I had a look around, spoke to the neighbors, and someone else. I understand his illness.
Just to be sure, put it in the document and stamp it too.
Mr. Little, I barely recognize you. Are you going to teach me how to maintain the patient records now? Thank you. In such chaos, it might slip my mind, but first I'll have a word with Filiat.
There you are. What took you so long, Doctor? Did my mice detain you?
You're joking despite your nerves. That's a good sign. You can relax. I've seen it, and your secret has been uncovered. I met a mouse in your apartment, a huge one, the size of a teenage boy. You wouldn't happen to know how it crawled from the cellar? What have you done, Philia? The termitary might have been locked up wrongfully, but it's not your decision on who comes out. Yeah.
So you met him. Tried to protect him with everything I had, but, I went to your hospital so he wouldn't catch it from me.
And you lied. You described fatigue, but you've been nauseous, feverish, and much more. If we just talked right from the start, we wouldn't have wasted all this time. You've stalled an entire hospital.
I've never been a good liar. If I told you too much, you'd know that someone was changing my bandages. That I needed money to feed 2 mouths, so I talked as little as I could.
Of course you did. In medicine, dealing with people is more difficult than all the test tubes and measured doses.
Nothing to hide now. Sure, I led the boy through a hidden passageway from a slaughterhouse. He's just a kid, Doctor. It's a hardship that brought him to the cannery. Just like that fat old Gimsky put him to work. Young or old, doesn't matter to the old Gimskis. They send everyone to the factory.
It's not my place to judge. What you did is noble, but stupid. This might surprise you, but I'm on your side despite the risk.
I'm no hero, but I was told to draw the line somewhere. I treat people like people, period. I've done that. I've done what I could.
So you're saying you'd let more people out if you had the authority decision? So you believe the termitary's doors should be flung wide open now, during the epidemic?
And they'll starve to death in Termitory. And not just in there either. While you're out, I've heard people in the hospital. Aren't you a tyrant who ordered the quarantine?
I'm a tyrant, you're a rebel, and no one will be able to tell the difference in a morgue. Without a quarantine, the plague would devour the town in just a day or two. It's a plague I restrict, not people. But it has to save as many people as possible. Yes, that does require some restrictions and discipline.
Those are dangerous games you play, Doctor. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who doesn't like restrictions. Today people endure, tomorrow too. But in the days that follow, they'll erupt. I told you, you can't humiliate a living being without suffering consequences. And this impersonment humiliation, the town humiliates the town a second time.
If you try and shame me, yeah, as if the quarantine were some whim I had. If only we had another way.
This won't end well, I tell you.
Neither of us can tell the future. And, Philiat, I came to talk about your diagnosis. Drink a glass of water, please, before we continue.
Oh, take that away! I can't stand this slosh. Get it away, Doctor.
Stop backing up, or you'll overturn equipment drawer. Look, I put it away. It's gone now.
I've checked the records. You're diagnosed in all three oddities who didn't quite die from the plague. You're a mental genius, a luminary.
I asked you before. Stop with the, we still don't know if my diagnosis is correct.
We await your verdict with bated breath. What's next? The vaccine? Searching the town for more people with the same symptoms as stage 3?
Only choose those with a preferably clear diagnosis. Late stage pronounced symptoms, or you'll make every mistake. The search, then the vaccine. The blood of those lucky enough to resist the plague should help the others too.
Consider it done. And after that, how much culture should we take? What temperature should we heat it to?
Reduce my prior instructions by 1.5 degrees. Don't add too much water. We need to culture medium. Don't follow the dilution charts. Don't be overzealous in drawing blood. 450 milliliters at most. Otherwise, the weakened patient won't make it. Shake the flask little. Shake them well and rich.
Yeah, that one. We've got it down to at least down in at least 2 nights. We'll manage without supervision, I promise. Rest assured, rest without fear, we never disgrace you. So, Dr. Dankovsky, do you give us permission to proceed? Shall we start?
If we don't vaccinate anyone tonight, there will be 300 deaths. 5 if we do it, and my work has errors. Those be so damn difficult every time. I can remind you, Bachelor of Medicine. They'll believe you're a luminary. Yeah.
What are we going on? I couldn't hear you. Do we begin or not?
Go ahead. I will actually leave now. Get some rest before another day. Just as gruesome.
I forgot that there's so much of the world. Camera obscura. Camera lumina.
Dankovsky, you are so weird. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oof. Talk. Medium workup. Complete Act 2. Diagnosis made. All diagnoses were correct. The assistants were okay. Good. We did it. Fuck yeah. We take those, baby. You've done all that you could, senor. Go on and rest. They wait for you at the Stillwater. Why are you in charge of doing all... Yes, I suppose you're right. Eva is the one I need right now. The one who oasis to calm and joys in this bedlam. Let's go ahead. Four pockets. Consumables can be quickly kept within reach. Quickly use XCV. Huh, okay. Tobacco. This is believed that cigarettes have a calming effect, but in fact nicotine is a stimulant. Addictive. With each smoke, the effect becomes weaker. Mania plus 30. Apathy plus 25. Mania plus 70. Okay, good to see. What's this? Ox bile. Ox bile and venom have been components of doctors in ancient times. Make medicines from caustic bile. Huh. Definitely very, very different from my last escapade into this town. I wonder if the kid's secret box is here. Definitely not. Okay, so that's the only exit then. Gotcha. Let's go talk to the wife, Eva can. It feels so weird having this entire town be, like, separated into little chunks. It's much less of a survival game and more of a strategy game. Very, very interesting, I must say. Even Dankovsky sees the world differently.
I'd rather not hear at all.
Good to hear, Dankovsky. Would have liked a much better route instead of going through a plague district, but here we fucking go.
Doctor, we're rotating. Leaving that abandoned post.
Oh, indeed. Is this an ultimate?
Leaving that is abandoning
The reason being?
We didn't sign up for this. They've gone and armed themselves. Not petty thieves. Not no, these are proper what's the word? Thugs. They shoot, Doctor, they stab. And it's unheard around here. Raising a knife against your fellow man. We're unarmed.
Well, I carry an empty pistol, sort of a prop, and I'm fine. Are you asking me to arm you?
No, we're not thugs. Your capital might be a vicious place, but this town used to be a living thing. We don't have murderers.
An epidemic. They have side effects: violence, disillusion, boundaries, desperation. There's no time to be sentimental. Do your job.
I'm afraid not, Doctor. We're volunteers. We took no oath.
Fair enough, you took no oath, but you'll truly abandon the town to such a fate?
Not letting thieves in the sick out. Fine. Putting yourselves in the front line of a bullet or blade. Well, to say again, that's a whole different beast. The fact that you've brought us to this state is thought-provoking. Again, it's really unheard of. And on that note, they say we take our leave.
Yes, you're volunteers. Horrified by such inhumanity, you said yourself. Go and stop it. Go wherever you like. It's certainly not a job for cowards. Yeah, but, Revolver. The quarantine rioters want to kill me. Must defend myself with two. Draw the revolver. R to reload.
My head hurts enough as it is.
Okay, where am I even going? Oh, I gotta go around. Fuck.
Come over here.
People are intimidated by weapons. The mere sight of a raised weapon will stop a rioter for a moment. Press right trick to aim the revolver.
closer. He's out of ammo. Come back.
Oh god. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that.
Boiling, crackling, reaching.
Oh god, stop!
You're not going
Stop!
anywhere.
Oh. I won't draw my gun here where no one threatens me. I see. Damn, he called your bluff. He did! I guess this is correct. The assistants were prepared today's vaccine, which will delay the town. Okay. Shag got jumped. I did get jumped. I'll only draw my gun in dangerous circumstances. Yep. Alright, over to the still water. Okay. The reason being, they asked me to arm you. Do your job. Go wherever you like. Revolver. Quarantine rioters want to kill me. I must defend myself. 2 to draw the revolver.
My head hurts enough as it is.
Hold it. Got you.
Okay.
I'd rather not hear this.
Got you. Closer.
Gotcha, I see. I just gotta fucking run.
Hold it.
Go, 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 go. I remember the way. God. Feels weird not looting people and actually not killing them. But having a fake gun is kind of hilarious. Or having a gun with no ammo and just threatening people with it. Oh, that is a fucking hilarious thing. God, do I miss being Artemy.
You're too high-strung.
I am. Let's get in the still water. Let's go see the wife. Loyal Eva was just sharing an evening conversation with me, and she's not alone. When did our outstocks become so apart, Bastard Dankovsky? That's the door in. Oh my god. Oh, there's water down here this time. When Eva plays, she doesn't touch the keys with her fingers. The music flows from her, not the instrument.
Boiling, crackling, screeching, living.
This is a new room. A neighbor qualms the flat. Is a drunkard. He trashed the house. Used the voice talking to his head. A bullet! Oh. Hey, Eva.
Sometimes I wonder what is beyond wonders.
You're back and just in time. You know, a mob is slowly gathering outside the house.
I didn't see anyone.
I did. They peer into the windows. They're planning something, deliberating. Sometimes they carry torches, sometimes stakes. I think they're up to wickedness.
I'll go check it out so I don't have to worry.
Don't, please don't, for my sake.
I'll be careful.
If you decide to go out and check out after all, please take me with you.
How are you going to... There's no need. I won't be there long.
Wait, let's talk a little first. Like you always do. You said yourself yesterday that when you're talking to me, it's like talking to a cat. It's that there's only one way to sort your thoughts. You must have brought so many new thoughts with you. Tell me.
Yes, the most precious... You are the most precious listener to me. But my head is filled with miserable chaos right now.
Will you tell me?
You see, well, first of all, it's clear that the sand pest can't be defeated by ordinary means. We are so short on time. Creating a vaccine takes weeks and don't even have days. Which means we must do something different. But what? How do we find an opening?
You believe Simon would help you? What if you found out where he was? What can replace time if there's not enough of it?
Simon. Chad, when the game doesn't give him a chance to throw hands, instead gives him the option of putting himself in more danger with empty firearms. Yep. Simon. I sense he's behind all this. His disappearance, his missing body, the huge coffin in an empty grave. The notes supposedly written by him. All makes you think. Either this is some kind of conspiracy, or he's the one playing a murky game with me. I must find him.
I think you're worried about something different right now.
I'm human. I'm an intelligent, industrious, courageous human. A good specimen, one of the finest. And I still have too many limitations. Solving these problems will take something greater. A stream, if you will, instead of a point. I must pass through several apertures at once.
Keep talking.
Wait, what's that noise outside?
I told you there are people. They're scaring me. But our conversations are more important. It will never happen again.
How much time has passed while we've been talking?
I don't know. An hour, maybe? We spent a long time talking.
Your eyes are mesmerizing, Eva. But not in the most literal sense. Wait for me here. At least in Pathologic 2, you can throw hands. Absolutely. Oh, God. It's... Oh, wow. It's literally 21 out. Let me go check upstairs where the bed is. This room's different. This room got changed. No, I'm not gonna break my own mirror. Break other people's mirrors. See the past. What are you giggling at? There's nothing funny. Tick tock, tick tick tock. There's the map.
Don't want to hear this.
Alright, what's outside in the... Go! That didn't happen.
Sometimes I wonder what is beyond wonders.
It's so hard on you, poor thing. Look at some of your hair has turned gray in the past days. You're a learning man. Can someone's hair really go that gray all of a sudden?
Hold on, we're in drain. No shock. Hair must be falling out. The gray hairs remain. This present can base over time. The hair only grows after shock. Hold on, Eva. We're in danger. Let's stop this out.
See, I told you so. The talk remains in the past, and it won't happen again. What's happening out there? What do they want?
I made one mistake.
Just one mistake?
Now you're making fun of me?
Tell me, what was it? What did this mistake you make in the past?
Yes. You see, I was trying to tune down the panic and stop the infection from spreading. So I issued some harsh decrees on quarantine measures. I told everyone to stay home. No talking, no sneaking out. But everyone found this enjoyable.
people feel they're powerless. That's all they can do. Wait for the sand pest, wait for death. It's hard to wait.
It all piled up rather unfortunately. Your regular supply train was running late, and the quarantine was very sudden. Many people lacked necessities, food, medicine, water, and much more. The town became a rat trap, and a cornered rat.
Pounces on a cat, even when it even overcomes it sometimes.
I've thought it all through. I'll revoke the decree right now. It won't get any worse. No one complied with it anyway. It's just led to exasperation. No sanitary measures. There's no authority here, just anarchy and chaos. To hell with it. I'm revoking the decree this instant.
Is it not too late?
Well, something has to be done.
Oh, a boy came here recently, agitated, angry, carrying some papers. I gave him some bread and dried apples. He's upstairs, by the table. You signed all your papers at.
Yes, I know, Sticky. Emergency command desk on the second floor. Hey, Sticky.
A long neck and a fat body and hooves for feet. So it's an albino.
Sure!
It wasn't the Earth that made it.
Sure, Sticky!
So they made a bunch of decrees about the town, like there weren't enough already. Told me to bring them for your approval.
For review, not approval. I'll only review them if I find them at least minimally sensible.
You'll have to ask the higher-ups. I just bring you what I'm given. Your decree we carried out instantly. You got full authority 2 days ago, didn't you? So use it. We'll obey.
As far as I'm concerned, roosters are do the crowing and cares if the sun doesn't rise. Yes, I'll use this authority to lift the quarantine. Can't get worse than it already is. Decrees. Up to 3 decrees can be issued per day. Issued decrees can apply to any available day, not just the current one. Interesting. Bad decree. The enacted decree is causing problems. Select it to remove it using Z. Oh my god. I see. Denial. Prohibit dying. I see. Gotcha. Oh my god. Food distribution. Distribute free rations to be used to people in need. 300 rations. Okay. Oof. Okay. Allow night shifts at the Olgimsky factory. How many patrolmen do I have? I have 30 patrolmen. Rations and equipment. Whoa! Quarantine really fucks up. Okay, experimental vaccine, day 4. Vaccine the population with experimental drug from the Emergency Epidemic Committee. Burn out the infection. Food distribution. Ban the Shabnak! It does nothing. Permit mentioning or assisting step cannibal Shabnakadir. After all, it is only a myth. Let's do some food distribution. stop people from dying. Round the clock operations and okay. That'll work. Hopefully. What are... How'd you get in here and when?
I'm fraying at the seams.
Hi, Khan.
Remember our request? There are 500 kids at the polyhedron right now. 522 to be precise, not counting me. The tower supports our weight just fine. Don't order the evacuation. It must not happen.
What are you doing here, kid? Weren't you supposed to be in the polyhedron? We agreed yesterday that I'd make no promises until I conclusively studied what keeps your impossible tower standing.
It's perfect. It's the perfect isolation ward. It's above ground, made of glass across the river. We're not in any danger of conducting sandpest.
You're in danger of this town collapsing, which is unlike the sandpest, would have a 100% fatality rate.
Do I understand correctly that you no longer regard the sandpest as a threat?
That's a gross overestimate. Are you familiar with the term? No. What makes you think that?
You lifted the quarantine, and I think we agreed you'd stop calling me kid.
I just signed the decree. The ink hasn't even dried.
You're living for some special timeline of your own, Dr. Dankovsky. For all I know, it might have taken you a fairly long time to sign that decree. In the meantime, whether it has turned out the quarantine is nothing but a memory, go outside and see what you've wrought.
I'll go have a look. My decrees aren't usually popular with the town. Oh, what the fuck is that?
Be quiet, you lot.
There was a top there, just sitting. That's a clock in the water. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? The quarantine of the plague has come to my doorstep. Damned if I do. What are you telling me, no-less one? Do I just go to bed?
Superstitions aren't real.
No nights here, only faded timelessness. Oh, that increases that. They call her the Shabnak. Without a quarantine, the plague has come to my doorstep. Damn if I do. What are you telling me to do? No. Noseless one. Do we need to ban the Shabnak?
Keep quiet in the library.
Or do we need to die out here? Oh. You're not the Shabnak.
I am not your foe. I love you. Do not push me away.
Ah!
Hello, Doctor. Thank you for clearing the way for me.
Just wanted to fix my mistake with the quarantine, and neither you're reality. I can assume this is a case of damned if you do, damned if you don't, my colleague Barack would put it.
No, you're not. You're a smart fellow who finally understood that I'm a blessing, not a curse. That Simon of yours figured it out a long time ago. By the way, that's why he allowed me into the town. That's why he took my communion.
You're lying, you mealy-mouthed creature. Simon created this town himself. He wouldn't have let you in on purpose.
You're still so far behind him after all, silly bachelor. It was for the town's sake that he let me in. At first, he protected the town from me, but then he realized you can't protect things forever. You can't raise a child under a glass dome if there is no symbiosis with the soil. No miracle can bloom, and the soil is me.
So you're the one that killed Simon. An immortal man died of some pestilence?
Oh, bachelor, he hasn't died. You're just looking in the wrong direction. He excluded time from the world and thus became immortal. He is dying, sickening, living, rotting, and thriving all at once. He found a way.
I need some time to think.
I can wait. I have time aplenty. An infinite amount.
You say he's excluded from time from the world. So I'll just introduce him back. Now where's my nearest clock? My sundial is useless in this plague mist.
Right, there's no more use for sundials. Any sundials anywhere. I've defeated the sun.
No matter, I'll find a mechanical clock. I'll figure out just how to fight you. Understand it. Not just you. Everything. Excuse me, I like to kick that.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
I am shaking.
Huh?
Did you just almost swear?
Oh.
Need to find a mechanical clock and restart time. Sounds easy. Easier than I did. Easier than anything I did in this town.
Can't think like that.
Damn it, that's a mechanical clock. I've stepped here by accident twice already. Why, though? Clock at the bottom. No, it won't do. Oh, hello.
What troubles you, Nolan? Your day is over.
I'm looking for Simon, but I can't find him. I'm battling the Sandpests. I need both. I'm needed both here in the capital at the same time. My actions in both places are connected, but I can't reach them both at the same time. There's only one of me, and it's not enough.
A mire indeed. So let it not be. So let it not your grave become it. So it may best to cry surrender. At least you held on to your humanity, a feasible joy. That may not be you. You can do but things that can be done. No more, accept your fate as it stands. There can still be victory in this.
No, I think the honest solution is somewhere in that unusual clock behind you. The town is a space. So it is a nation, and there is not enough of me in that space. But the world has many facets I can't lose in this one. You know which, clock?
Is time itself your quarry now? Would you repair the past? Can you do such a thing? Signor. You know there's literature in this. The flap of the wings, hither, the storm thither. And that one tale is yet unwritten.
I'll at least try to picture how things might have gone differently. No, I will learn a different mode of thinking, beyond this straight line. Tomorrow will be yesterday. Start with myself as usual, and then we'll see.
Well said. But I knew you would not be a Berkian.
So sorry, Riva, or rather, sorry about her.
Then lay your head to sleep, or you will stare into the clock's face as if it were a stereogen or an icon. Perhaps it'll become not. Perhaps it will. It shall become what it is not. Yes, I suppose the only thing it'll do is respond, and then there won't be able to me go around anymore. I'll just recall what happened 2 days ago. Thinking about my day again. I'll start over. Here I am, leaving the capital. F. Another day. Telling the story requires time. Time is an embodiment of an amalgam. It'll consume it when you try to recall another day. A new day brings new memories. Select a day to explore. Huh. Fucking okay. Thank you for walking some of the bachelor's path with him. This is only the beginning. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Help us by taking a survey. Oh, that opened a different thing. Damn, okay. Well, I'll leave that for later, but yeah, very, very neat. I definitely... In day 4, in which the bachelor is forced to deal with unexpected method.
God keeps the moon from the wolves.
Good morning to our dear desk, Dankowski from the capital. Did you sleep comfortably? Quite. It was atrocious. Never did shut my eyes, but tossed and turned all night. I confess, Eva. Did you hide a pee under my mattress, Eva? I dreamt that I could fly. Or rather, tried to. Although I did... And though I did succeed, mine was a strange flight. At no great altitude, and horizontal. Less of a flight than a swift glide above the ground, atop an unforeseen moving platform. But I was yearning for an upward soar, somewhere vertical. And you? What did you dream of? If you ask me if things are more... I don't dream. Your face is very weary, thirsty, aren't you? I'd say you look much older than your eyes. I like you to have no gray, it's coal-black. Not raven. It's a different shade from yours. Not a single gray one yet. Not a single gray one yet. Maybe gray-haired soon as things unfold. Days inexorably get closer. You have a troubled day ahead of you. Will you be back tonight? I'll be waiting. What for? I think you'd be needing of a great listener. After the kind of day you'll have today. Not to be dramatic. I'm just saying a flurry of events awaits you, many of which will stamp you. I see. Gotcha. Very, very interesting, this game. Yes. Very interesting. Ooh. If this was just a little, like, snippet of Pathologic 3, then... Ooh, baby. Yeah, this is definitely very different from the other ones. Pathologic 2 is what I would consider, like... the actual update of the Pathologic mechanics, but this is new. This is definitely new. It's definitely not, what I would consider evil, like the last one was. It's definitely very, very interesting. I'm excited. I'm kind of excited to see what this game has in store. Especially if... like, they gave me one bullet. Huh.
very, very interesting. I'm excited to see where this goes. Even if I can't throw hands like I could in the original, this feels like a lot more of a narrative game, which is weird to say considering how much text was in Pathologic 1, 2. Both of them. It feels weird to say given just how much shit was in those games. So yeah, I'm definitely interested. I like where this is going. I'm not it feels weird to say considering how much of a fan of the deep oppressive nonsense we got out of Pathologic 2 and the first game and its survival mechanics, but I don't think you can really advance on them any further than we got in 2. So whatever happens, I'll definitely be interested to see where we go from here. This UI is a work in progress and does not represent the final quality. Thank you, yes. But, yeah, definitely a game that I am looking forward to. This one being, I like it. I like what we're doing here. And knowing Pathologic, this game is definitely going to hold a near infinite, or not really infinite, but this game is going to just brutalize my sanity in, like, a lot of different ways, so who knows. But I hope you guys enjoyed that today. This is definitely interesting. Definitely very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes with the rest of Pathologic. There's so many interesting facets. Pathologic 3 is going to be a very good game. Like, I can just tell off the rip. This game is going to have some... It's going to be really nice. That's all I can really say for now. It's going to have some really good stuff. But yeah, thank you all for coming by. Tomorrow will hopefully be, Baldur's Gate. We'll see if Kyrie is done with her work stuff. Chad, what? Woo! I can't leave you alone. Well, you missed the. Hi, Cinta. We did it. We Pathologic 3 quarantine. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see what we can do with that, and yeah, let's go see who we can raid. This was fun. In a weird way. It's definitely... Let's see, who's on? Nope. Alright. Who is on YouTube? Or, I mean, Twitch. Where, ooh. Can raid Zan. Zan is playing some stuff. Yeah, sorry, Blade. See you tomorrow. No worries. If you want, you can enjoy the VOD. It's interesting. Some stuff happens. But yeah, I'll go throw the Twitch crowd over to Zan. Y'all have a fantastic day. I am going to go get some foods in me and, you know, all that fun jazz. Talk to you later, everybody. Have a fantastic night, and I will see you all tomorrow for whatever I'm streaming. Bye-bye!